Monocular Gaming. We're once again back. As you can tell, the Wookiee. We also have Corvus, Thomas Monet, Zephyrus, and of course the Wookiee is Elwyn in this case. But we're once again back, and we have found our adventurers. Do you remember where we left off?
We're lost.
Well, we were aimlessly poking through Moria, and now we have a map and we're tracking our progress. I will share my screen.
Alright.
For story reasons, we found said map.
Well, no, this is what we've discovered so far, and we are chronicling it as we go.
Okay.
Oh, that looks so good.
That is actually so good.
Yeah, you can see over here we fought the Watcher in his pool over here, and we have worked our way down here, through here, up and then down again. There are different layers here, underneath and above. We followed this track down here, and then up, and now over. And here we are in this room here, getting ready to choose if we are turning left, right, or straight.
So, the funny thing is, yes, that is the right room. So,
Yes!
Well done. So that's... I was not sure if you were going to be on the right room, but you are, so that's good.
Yes.
If I didn't already have inspiration.
Right.
Right? I would say that does deserve inspiration for figuring that out, yes.
But I already have it, so it doesn't do anything for me.
Give to
Well,
somebody else.
also, so, yeah,
That's
which
true.
way...
You can give it to somebody else. I always
So which way are you looking to go? Are you looking to go straight, to the right, or to the left?
I vote straight.
So is that straight meaning...
I think we should go straight and continue eastward as much as possible.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's, what, 2 votes for straight?
We go
It's
down.
not a democracy. We're just
North,
going. The
south.
2 charismatic people just chose straight. Everyone else
Hey,
will be convinced to
I'm
go straight.
also a little charismatic.
We lead, you follow.
Technically, shouldn't it be the tank's decision too, which way we go? I'm the
No.
one that's going to protect you guys.
I mean, I'll just hover up to the ceiling.
Yeah, how high is this thing, actually?
That's a good question.
I would say in this spot, I would say it's about 20 feet to the top. So, alright, so at this point, I'm assuming the consensus is straight.
Yes.
Alright, so you go straight and you head into a dead end that either goes left or right.
I say right.
Yeah, let's go right.
Okay. That's 2 to the right, so you head to the right, which is down. So now you can either go left or right again. In this case, east or west.
Well, it seems to me we're coming from the east, so we want to go... And we're coming from the west, so we want to go east, right?
Yeah.
Alright. What are the choices?
East or west?
I think we should turn left and continue east.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, going left and continuing east. So, you end up seeing a room that opens up. And in this room, it's actually one of the bigger size rooms that you see. I don't fully have the dimensions, but when you first walk in, you see a statue. And the statue is of what seems to be a dwarf that seems to be just slightly on the taller side of compared to normal dwarfs that you've seen.
Are all
you
of
say
his
it's a,
dimensions enlarged, or just his height?
Just his height. But you see that dwarven statue, and as you enter in and see, you actually see a total of 7 statues. You see one that is the slightly taller one. You see one that looks
I
normal.
don't see, and it shows connected. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. So you see one that's kind of normal, just looks like a normal dwarf. You see one that's specifically more stocky than others.
Are there any inscriptions or anything around these statues?
Yes. But hold on one second. I'm going to finish with all of the 7, that way I can get through it all. There's one that looks like it has kind of a red beard. There's one that looks stronger than others. There's one that's shorter than others. Then the last one seems to have very large feet.
Okay.
You know, where I come from, there's a story about Snow White and Snow White and her 7 dwarven friends. Do you think we may have stumbled across? Maybe they live here or lived here.
No white.
All right, so go ahead and roll an investigation to see if you can see a transcription.
I will help.
So you said investigation?
Yes.
19.
All right.
Did you take my help?
No. That a
Wow.
D4?
No, the help would have been advantage.
No.
I'm glad I did not. So with the help, I would have rolled a natural 1. So.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah, thankfully I got that 19 first off.
All right, so
Yeah.
you end up seeing. Now, what languages do people know?
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably not Dwarven. That's John's character.
Elvish.
Anybody
Elvish
read
and
this?
Common.
I actually know Dwarvish.
You actually know Dwarvish. All right.
Common and Dwarvish.
How, when you are from a world that doesn't have dwarves?
Well,
good
it's
question.
not like there's a whole lot of other. It's not like Portuguese is on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I'm sure he would have taken Spanish or Portuguese or French or something. But
Let's just
it's-
assume
they don't
I
exist.
spent a lot of time reading fairy tales or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna allow it for this case because it'll be more fun. So you see.
Well, I mean, I have comprehend languages if you didn't, so.
Right. Anyway, so you see a transcription that says, "To those that know our history set, gain the shining glimmering sea. Then in the order alphabet,
Oh.
much happier will you be."
I repeat that to everyone.
And if you need me to repeat it, I can.
I will.
My Discord freaked out. Can you hear me?
I can hear
Yes.
you now. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna have to be right back because
Yeah,
everything
will you-
finished.
Repeat that?
Yeah, I'll repeat it. To those that know our history set, Gain the shining, glimmering sea. Then in the order
Yeah, so, like-
alphabet, much happier will you be.
Well, Corvus, that sounded like a riddle.
It sounds very much like a riddle. Does it look like there are any like platforms or pedestals or something that we would, or buttons or something that we would know how to put them in an order?
So at this point, there is a button on every statue of one of the 7 dwarves.
Are they in the same place on every statue?
Yes,
It's the belly button, isn't it?
it is not. It's
Too
near
bad.
the base. Yeah, just a generic button sitting there.
Do we believe Gandalf robes in statue?
It seems unlikely to me. It's possible, I guess. I will tap on one of the statues to try and see if it's hollow.
All right, which one did you tap on?
The big burly one.
Okay, the one that's stronger than others?
Yeah. No, the stockier one.
The stockier one. Okay.
This sounds a lot like a test that a certain kobold gave us one time, Corvus.
Yes. It
Um,
does, doesn't it?
Take,
It does.
Take 1d3 radiant damage.
You know,
A
that was
D3?
kind of painful. How did you want to roll that for me, or?
Well, sorry, no, I mean take 3 radiant damage.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Yeah, not d3. Take 3. I meant.
Did
If
we take a
anyone's
long
watching the
rest?
stream, this is what I get for letting Ed have rights on my Roll20 server.
Did we take a full long
By
rest?
rights, you mean I'm a player and can't see
We
anything.
took a long rest back in this room right here.
A long rest or a short?
It was a long, I thought.
We took a long rest there. We slept the night.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Right.
And we took
okay.
our shifts and everything, listening to goblins or whatever's making noises in the dark.
Oh,
Uh,
right. I do remember
So we've
that.
been journeying for, Casey, how many hours since we took our long rest?
I mean, probably,
Guessing, because we can't look at the sun.
Right, I would say. I mean, it feels like 12 to 16.
So we're getting tired. So this would be a good place to sleep.
In underneath the giant creepy statues that
Yeah, no, maybe not.
I guess I'm curious. So I tapped the statue, and then is there like a radiant blast, or like just
Oh. Excuse me.
energy emanating from it that's harmful, or what exactly happens?
In this case, yeah. In this case, there's a beam that seems to come from his eyes that hits you with the radiant damage.
Did he seem hollow when I tapped on him?
Wait, you just tapped on him? You didn't? You thought you hit the button.
Oh no, just him. We were testing to see if there were maybe the robes inside one of the statues.
Oh, okay. No, it sounds like solid rock.
Okay.
But you didn't push the button?
No.
I thought you were pushing
No.
the button to that one. Never
Is
mind then.
there a different inscription on each one of these guys?
No.
So there's just one somewhere in the room that we saw, and we read that riddle.
Correct.
can you read
Something
it again?
about forgetting.
So, no, it's to those that know our history set, gain the shining, glimmering sea. Then in the order alphabet, much happier will you be.
So I will pull out my copy of. I want to say the Lord. Was it the Lord of the Rings or was it the Hobbit?
There and
Yeah,
back
the Lord of
again.
the Rings.
Okay, the Lord of the Rings.
No, he had the Lord of the Rings.
It's
And I will
called there and back
skim
again.
to the Moria portion and just see if there are any references to
It
Seven
sounds like
Dwarves.
they just need to be in alphabetical order.
Well, that's fine. Do you know their names?
Do they just look like the normal 7 dwarves?
Like normal, what do you mean 7 dwarves? So there's one that's more average, one that's heavier, one that has a long beard, one that kind of has red hair, one that's stronger than the others, one that's shorter than the others, and then one has large feet.
It seemed like these dwarves are code for something.
Yes, but in which order? Press the button.
So this is kind of metagaming, and I'm sure this probably is not the right answer. But do we have the copy of The Hobbit? Because in The Hobbit, the dwarves are introduced a couple at a time.
I haven't read it. I don't
So
have a
in-
copy. You don't have a
No.
copy. Elwyn may have read it.
The book that he has is There and Back Again, which would have included...
There and Back Again is A Hobbit Tale by Bilbo Baggins. That's just The Hobbit.
Right, but Frodo added on to that. It's all one book in this world.
Oh.
It's one book now, Casey?
In the world...
I'm okay with it being one book.
No, Frodo.
Okay, so-
Frodo added to his book because
Who read it then, and in what order did you read
and
them?
Andy's character?
Well, I've been reading it. I would have started at the very beginning, which would have been Lord of the Rings. No, that would have been Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
We're
Started
in the
with
Hobbit.
The
So-
Hobbit. Okay.
If you have read it, or part of it, maybe you need to figure out how much you've read. But if you have read it, then you would know about some of the Dwarven history, and that might help us.
Yes. So I'm going to start with. Can someone give me a little bit of a light? Those of you magically inclined, intent.
Oh, yes, I can. I would have assumed that I've already lit up.
Or you can just tell me since I can see the dark.
I can't see in the dark, so I'm walking
I would
around
have
with
lit
a
up
little ball of fire in my
Thomas's
hand.
helmet or chest plate or something.
That is the worst
Okay.
thing, because he's the one who doesn't need light.
I'm chaos. What do you want?
Yeah, that's true.
Alright. So there's enough light for you to see.
So I will go through and try and get to the part of the introduction of the Hobbit where they're introducing the dwarves.
Uh-huh.
And I will.
So there's 13 dwarves
Oh, I thought there were only
in the
7.
Hobbit.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. There are 13.
Actually, there are 12, and then there's a Hobbit, too.
Mm,
Oh, no, it's 14. Oh, no, 14 is Gandalf. Yep. There are 12 dwarves.
Well,
So
my
counting-
idea was shot.
13. Thorin, Balin, Dwalin, Feely, Keely, Dory, Nori,
So-
Ori, Oin, Gloin, Beaver, Bofer, Bomber.
Owen, do you happen to know if there are Dwarven clans or anything? Like maybe there are 7 clans? And one clan is known for really big feet?
What does it have to do with the riddle?
Well, one of the Dwarven statues has really big feet. So I was assuming if
I
there are...
understand that. But the riddle's talking about getting a set.
I'm going to look around for trapdoors, tripwires, something in the floor, checking the dust to see if it's been disturbed, anything.
So
Is there
Alright.
anything else in here that
Can you describe them again? Casey?
one is especially stocky or heavy. One slightly taller than the others. One is stronger than the others. One is shorter than the others. One has feet that are heavy. One seems to have kind of red hair. And then the other one looks average and has black hair.
Okay, I figured it out.
You did.
Please enlighten us, Elwin-san.
So there's actually 8 divisions of dwarves. in Lord of the Rings. There's Longbeards, Firebeards, Broadbeams, Iron Fists, Stiffbeards, Blacklocks, Stonefoots, and Petty Dwarves.
Ah, so I was right. Okay, so there are different clans.
There are different clans, yes.
How do
So
we
then
know?
how do we know the order? Do you happen to know?
The riddle mentioned alphabetical.
Can I rehear the riddle again?
Alright, to those that know our history set, gain the shining glimmering sea. Then in the order alphabet, much happier will you be.
Oh, that is sneaky. Yep.
What order do you want me to press these buttons?
So the first one would be the black one.
I will run over and press the button on the black statue with
And nothing happens. Except you just hear a click.
I don't know which one
X.
would be the broad beams, but they would be
the
next.
stocky one.
Pressing
I
the
will run
stocky
over.
one.
I will run over to the stocky one.
I was there first.
The button. I'm the one
Alright.
pressing the buttons. I have the higher AC. It's my
What
duty.
do you believe shining a glimmering sea is, and do you really need
Maybe,
it?
I don't
maybe
care.
a light press. Dark?
Is it
Alright,
worth
so-
the risk?
Yes. What happens?
So
We
the
have
second
that.
one, the second one is pressed, and you hear a click.
Okay.
X.
2 for 2.
Describe the next one in the line.
I'm gonna keep
it
my
would have
eyes
been-
open for
It would be the
ambush.
red-headed one.
Okay, I run over to the one with the red hair and purple button.
And I'll try and go for the fourth one. What's the next one?
Hold on. And the red one, you hit the red one next, and you end up taking 3 fire damage.
I'm not resistant. I am. I am resistant to fire. Aha! I take 1.
Oh, Tiefling. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so you would take 1 damage then.
So is it not alphabetical?
Or we screwed up our order.
Is it
No,
the
you're
order
on-
in which the empires fell?
No,
What?
you're on the right track, but one of your names of one of your clans might be different.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Than the list you found?
No, it's... I'll give you a hint. Longbeards might not be what they're called originally.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the entrances and exits of the room, listening and looking around.
Oh. So that one would be next. Now the question is, do we need to start over or just find the correct one that's next?
That would be a
I think-
question.
Go back to the original button and see if it's still clicked in.
Yep.
Did
Is
it
the-
reset?
is it still clicked in?
No, it is not. It is not clicked in. It is reset.
Okay,
Alright,
well then I will
so-
press that one.
So it's like a
Black-
combination lock. You have to
black-
start over.
Then fat.
Black, stocky.
Then we need long beards.
Yep, I'll go over
So
to the one with the long beard.
then I press then the fire one.
Then the fire one.
Then I press the fire one.
All right. So far, all of that has worked.
All right. E,
What's
F,
next?
G, H, I. I don't know which one it is, but it's Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. Probably
Do
the
any of
strong
them
one.
look like they have like
The
large
strongest
hands?
one. The strong looking one. I press that button.
All right. Strong one clicks in.
Aha!
Nicely done.
What's next?
J, K. L, M, N, O, P. Now we're to the point where we got to figure out which one of these is not present. Which 2 statues are left?
So it's one that is shorter than the others, and one where its feet are quite large and heavy.
What are the
Oh,
two
okay.
last clans? Okay.
I figured it out. So in that case, it would be the short one and then the Bigfoot.
I'll
I'll
stand
press
with
the
the
short
Bigfoot.
one.
What?
I'll press the short button, the short one.
And I'll do the big one. The Bigfoot
All right.
one.
All right. At that moment, once that final button is hit and clicked, it ends up. You end up seeing 4 different room secret doors open.
What?
And so on the right, you have a door that opens. You have a door that opens on the left. You have one a little bit further on the left also opens. And then one to the right also opens.
Oh, I see the little rooms.
Right. The small rooms that you
All right.
didn't originally see now have opened.
I'll look in the room in the top left.
And I'll look at the one in the bottom left.
Oh, Tim died.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
No, you're good.
These are the rooms that I see. Big room down here, big room
Right.
up there, and then 2 little rooms on the left. I'll explore them on the map just so that we can see them here. This
All
map
right.
gets pretty distorted
Discord?
the further we scroll in.
Discord has gone wonky on me again.
So what do we see in the room?
All right. So, are you guys just looking at all 4 of them?
Yeah.
We'll travel into each one.
All right. So, in the top right room, there's about 4,000 silver pieces.
Okay, there we go.
How much?
4,000.
Nice.
And that's silver pieces.
So that 40 gold?
It also includes a gem.
Oh,
And then, so that's the top right room.
Okay.
In the bottom right room, you see there's a full plate armor set, a half plate small, and then tanglefoot bags. It's just some kind of really
What? What are those?
Wrong button.
tanglefoot
Wrong
bags.
button.
that sounds
Sorry,
fun.
wrong button.
Alright.
Wrong button.
Happens
You
to the
haven't-
best of us,
You haven't said
I meant to
my
turn
room, right?
on my camera and I turned off my stream again.
right?
4,000 gold would still be or silver would still be 4,000 silver. Don't add it as 400 gold unless we get
Oh,
into
right.
town and we can change the currency.
Are we splitting that?
I will grab
Put it in the
silver
bag of
for now.
holding for now.
Alright.
Just scoop it up and dump it. It's too heavy for us to carry it.
I'll put it in the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. Same with the full plate and the half plate.
Did you straight up just give us full plate armor?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Is it damaged?
No. This was one of the dwarven treasure rooms.
That's scary.
That's
Thanks for giving us that.
wonderful.
Top left room.
How do
Did
I
you get
put
there yet?
All right. So top left.
Dare we touch these? Are they booby trapped?
Nope. You had to solve the riddle. And
Well,
I
that
mean,
didn't seem all that hard. Ed was onto you.
I know Ed was onto me, but he also, like, I went deep into the lore. Like, these were the seven rings of power were given to these 7 clans.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
that's
figured it
why.
out if you hadn't given me the clue about the one of them having a different name.
Well, the big feet could have given it away too.
No, all the other names matched.
So,
Oh, you mean you would have gotten it in order if not for that?
Right.
But we did know that they were the 7 dwarf clans.
What was the gem you said, Casey? Just a gem?
Yeah, just a garnet.
Oh, garnet.
Yeah. And
That
then, so the
garnet.
top right room,
You already said top right. I'm waiting for the top
or
left.
top left is what I meant.
Okay.
There are a couple of specific gems.
Okay.
The full
There's a turquoise gem, a peridot gem, and an agate gem, as well as 2 scrolls.
I can't have that.
an arcane scroll for. I don't know if this translates. I'm hoping it does.
Can you send it to us in Discord so that Thomas can keep
Yeah.
adding it one at a time into the bag? I don't think we're keeping up with you.
Okay, let me do it this way then.
Hey everyone on the stream.
Oh, right. I never did pull up the stream.
Let me throw it in the Discord as what you find in the treasure room to
Yeah.
make it easier. I sent a link to what I'm looking at. So there's an
Keith, you
arcane
got that?
scroll, a divine scroll, which actually has magic stone and sound burst, and then the wand of fox cunning.
What's sound burst?
Casey?
Well, I mean, it would just be a wand. We don't know that it's magical unless we detect magic on it and then identify it.
We just got a link to the random treasure generator. We didn't get a list of what you're actually
Oh, you
looking
didn't
at.
actually get the... Okay. That's lame then. Let me...
Other than the coins, I think I would cast Identify on all of it. So this would take hours. I would try to identify the armor and then find out that it's just regular armor.
Don't you have to detect magic?
I can identify it without detect magic, but I don't know if it is magical or not, so I'm going to waste time on things that aren't magical.
If you start with detect magic, you can skip that step and just detect identify what we have to.
Do we have somebody who has detect magic?
Oh,
No.
okay. You do not. Okay.
I do not. And I can only do identify as a ritual, so this is going to take some time. It's going to take 11 minutes per
item. Yeah, that's
per
gonna
item.
be a while.
Because it's normally 1 minute, but I have to add 10.
Right.
So I'm going to get out my tea kettle and spread out my my leaves around in a circle around the item, put it in the middle, and I don't know, do some magical stuff. I would start as you started though, with the half plate armor, and then find out that it's just regular half plate, and then 11 minutes later, I will find out that we have regular full plate armor.
Right.
If it's rusty, do I know that magic items don't rust? I am blurry.
I am not sure on that one.
Do an intelligence check.
That sounds like a plan.
May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Standard intelligence, 8.
So I mean, at this point, you assume that everything rusts.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Huh. Oh. We can't see it because you minimized.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix my focus on my screen. There you go.
All right.
On my camera stream, not my screen. All right, so how long do we want to sit here while I identify, or do we stuff it in the bag and go?
I'm thinking stuff it in the bag and go.
Wow.
But
Discord hates me today.
Can we say that I spent 22 minutes on the armor and completely wasted my time?
yeah, let's just say you
Sure.
wasted your time, wasted half an hour on those 2 items, and then
That's-
decided it wasn't worth it, and we move on.
22 minutes, and then I'm like, these are all not magical, they're all whatever. Let's stuff them in the bag and check out the rest of them later. So we do see a wand and some other stuff, but we don't know if they're special at all.
Right.
And Elwyn has a charisma saving throw.
Wait, what?
You have a charisma saving throw.
Why?
I don't know. You rolled, not me.
I did?
You did.
My screen is like freaking out. So it's black and I'm clicking things and that's what happened.
Well, you didn't roll well, so it's a good thing Casey didn't ask for one.
Right? Good to get those out now. All right, so you end up seeing, once you solve the riddle, the spot opened up for you to continue on eastward.
Oh, that was blocked too? So we had to?
Wait, did
Or
we
go
get the
back.
fourth room? I thought we still had the bottom left.
So there were stones, there was armor, there was lots of silver, and then there was a set of scrolls.
Okay.
Which we
No
stuffed
magic
them all
there.
into the bag.
Bad.
I don't know how much we can actually put into the bag at this point because 4,000 silver would take up an awful lot of space. And it's only a, what is it, like a 5 by 5 cube?
It's big.
I mean,
If you want, I can take some of this stuff and put it into my tea kettle. I should probably say that in character.
I think Casey doesn't really care, and it's fine.
pretty much, I think you'd be able to fit a decent amount into that bag of holding still.
So we stuffed everything into there and we're moving on. I just imagine Keith like opens the zipper, lays it on the ground, and we're just sliding like a dustpan. We're just sliding the stuff into it. We're not picking it up. We're not picking it up. No. Ed's over there with his mage hand, picking up one coin at a time.
That's definitely happening.
I'm trying to blow it in with gust. It's not working out so well. Momo probably takes some and puts them behind his ear.
Sounds about right. All right, so I'm assuming you're moving on into
Yeah.
the continuation.
Yep, down this long corridor.
All right, you're into this
Holy
long
cow.
corridor, and it opens up into a bigger room than the room you just left. It actually opens it up to the point where there are many different ways to go.
I vote right.
You can. There's a
east.
top left,
The
a
straight.
top, a 45 degree to the right, a straight, and then a bottom. Or sorry, there's a top left.
And there's corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can see it because I'm in it now.
Right.
Can we determine what the purpose of this room was?
Roll an investigation check.
7.
How do I do?
You
They
think it's a
played
very good
basketball.
room that they partied in.
How do I do custom item?
How do you do custom item?
Yeah, 3 of them
do-
aren't showing up.
It takes a time to make a custom item. Is that what you're trying to do?
Well,
No. He's just trying to add something to the
the
bag.
arcane scroll, divine scroll, and Wand of Fox Cunning is not in.
It's not in D&D Beyond.
Oh, then I'll look at those and see if I can replace it with something then. Because, I knew the
Everything
magic
else.
mouth was a spell.
I mean, it says. I mean, if I know what spell level that is, then I can put it in.
We haven't identified it
Sure.
anyway. We can just do that later.
What do you know?
Like-
What level magic mouth?
We
It's
could
a
do that
second
out of
level.
game.
All right.
Honestly,
No,
since
scroll.
you don't know what it is, you haven't identified it, you should just add scroll.
Well, yes, but I want to
Unknown.
It just says spell scroll. Second level. I don't know.
Second level? Oh yeah, you just add scroll level 2.
Yeah, what's the divine scroll magic stone? Is that a first level spell?
Let me
I think
double
magic stone is
check.
first level.
Might have to change that one later, so I'll get back to you on that.
I
Okay,
feel
I'll-
this room has too many entrances and we would not be safe here. We should rest, but not yet. Shall we continue?
Yes.
I'll just scroll that and a wand just to have it.
All right.
To the right.
So
Okay, so that's everything.
Can we go ahead and move into the right?
All right, go ahead.
I have everything added now.
And so, yeah, the next spot, there's one that jettisons upward and one that jettisons downward. That's a little bit offset of each other.
Just keep going straight.
Oh, are those overlapping with this one? Oh, they
What?
go up or down. I
Right.
see. They either go up or down. That's why they're a different color. So it's like stairs or a slope.
It's a different color for a different reason, actually, but it's all right. Keep going.
Okay, so
We're
we're
going-
continuing
it
on this
Is
light
like a
color
different
here.
path, just not connected to our tunnel.
What?
Yeah, it has
That-
to connect somewhere though, or somehow though.
So
right,
there's a
so there-
spot that goes up. Then there's like a mini room that kind of opens up a little past that. Then there's a way to go up or go into another kind of mini holding room.
Up, you mean north?
North is what I meant, yes.
Okay.
I say we keep going east.
Wait, this small room here could be good room to rest. I think.
Well, let's see what's east first. There might be a better room further ahead.
I send Momo.
Yeah, you can send them off. That should be fine.
I'm gonna sit on the ground, close my eyes, and see through Momo's sight.
All right. So Momo's continuing east. And goes up into a decently large room where you can either go northeast, kind of northeast. Then you
It
can
looks
go
like-
east, or you can go southeast.
It looks like
Oh.
there's 3
I
choices.
just want you guys to see how big this map actually is. This is where we are.
There's more than 3. There's 5 choices.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That one looks
Oh
like
no,
it's
that one's
going-
underneath us.
Yeah, that one's underneath us.
This one over here and over here should be underneath us
All right,
because
you're
they're.
going all right.
You
in
see,
that
the map
case-
has a line where our wall is.
Oh, I guess
so
you
there's-
are right.
There's definitely north and southeast.
So yeah,
I think
there's
this is one too.
Yeah, probably east, but I'm guessing with the color, it goes up or down.
so there's north, there's northeast, there's east, or there's southeast.
The north one looks like just a room.
It is just a room.
Do you want me to move Momo up into there? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Elwin just did it. All right,
Yeah.
so Momo's going to come back and report back to me what he's seen. I will relay it to the party, and because he was beyond 100 feet away from me, so I'll have to have him tell me what he saw,
Right.
and then I'll relay it to the party and ask them their advice.
You could go up into that one room that's off by itself.
It has choke point. If we keep sentry, guard, only watch one way.
That seems like a really good room to
You're-
rest in.
I mean,
That sounds good, but I would, if wherever we decide to stop, I would like to check the walls to make sure there are no secret passageways or whatnot.
I have no problem with that.
I say, yeah, let's go up to that little room and rest in
Are you-
there.
All right, Casey, are you okay with us moving into that room?
Yep.
All right, and I guess Andy's doing some sort of investigation.
Yep.
I'll walk around the room with him, keeping my eyes open too.
So you're giving me advantage?
Actually, I think Momo is.
Okay.
So I have to go off of his intelligence
8.
score, which is worse than mine.
Well,
Well, it's a help action regardless.
yeah, so 18.
18. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, there's
Would have been 7 without the advantage.
Nice. So,
Looks like we have our private investigator.
So yeah, at this
Almost.
point, you don't see any secrets coming off from that. Yeah, because you're checking out the one room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little room.
Yeah. So, yeah, you don't see any secrets in that one. It actually looks to be a decent one to rest in, it looks like.
See,
Is
we haven't cast any spells or anything, but if we don't rest, we will get exhaustion.
Is
We need
there a
sleep.
wall or door or anything that we can do close to kind of seal ourselves off, or not really?
If is there loose dirt, or is it all stone?
In this one, it's almost all stone.
I can make a 5-foot illusion of a wall, but
That lasts
this
for 8 hours?
no. That's the best I can do, though, and it's only 5 feet wide, and this doorway is bigger than that. I think our best bet is to not sit in front of the entrance, sit off to the side so that we won't be initially seen if somebody's just passing through that other room.
Yeah, and no torches.
Well, Momo's a tiny beast. He has dark vision. I think he could keep watch for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I will not be very hopeful with this one because we don't really want torches, and I don't have dark
I can
vision.
see in the dark.
Yes, but you cannot watch for 8 hours.
That is creepy.
No,
that
I
is
can-
something a human should not be able to do.
I can do half, and Momo can do half.
Oh, I
Yo.
forget you're not human.
I think you're supposed to do a quarter? Well, I don't know. Actually, is there
I mean-
an issue with having Momo do everything?
No,
Momo needs to sleep too. I could just put him in his pocket dimension once we're ready to leave, though, and then he could sleep in his pocket dimension.
Yeah.
Can Momo keep watch and all of us just fall asleep?
I mean,
Or does anyone have any ability to maybe set up an alarm or something?
I wish. I've been trying to learn that ritual spell for a while. Nudge, nudge.
Oh, you realize this spell scroll is actually the alarm spell.
no.
Oh, should we get out the all the items and let me identify them?
We can in this room, yeah, sure.
Well,
I would do it during your watch. Well, maybe.
I'm busy
Maybe
concentrating.
during
I
Momo's
can't.
watch.
I can't see a thing anyway. I have to close my eyes and see through his senses in order to see in the dark. And he could just hover on my shoulder, basically, more or less, giving me dark vision. It works.
Get your dark vision and then identify everything.
I mean, if I'm sitting in the corner, I probably have my flame out, which is 20 feet of light. It's not.
You're really making way too much over a long rest. I go
Alright.
first, as usual.
Alright.
My rolling.
I'll let Momo watch during my watch, and I'll just identify everything during my 2-hour watch.
Alright. You kind of hear footsteps off in the distance, but they don't seem to be getting any closer to you.
Alright.
Who's next watch?
It's either Corvus or Thomas.
I can, but I don't have dark vision.
And neither did I. Were we purposely not using torches or something?
Yes. We don't want
Why?
to give away a position if anyone is. If anything,
We're
is
in a
here, we
tiny
don't.
room.
But if they see light coming from it,
Underground. I don't care. I lit up a rock during mine.
Alright, in that case...
Okay, well, I will do my watch, but I will focus more on sound.
Hold on.
There
I think
won't be
he's
any light,
rolling from my watch because I lit a rock up.
which would give me disadvantage.
Something change?
Yes, so at this point,
We take a drink.
you hear very small footsteps coming around through one of the passageways. And it seems to notice your light and starts to try to look in.
I was saying I didn't have any light during my watch.
No, this is
No,
still...
we
During
rewound
his-
to my watch because I'm
Oh, okay.
obstinate and refuse to not go without lights.
So, it ends up the sound of the footsteps keep getting closer and closer because of the light. And,
Okay.
Actually, it's a scouting party of 2 goblins end up coming into the room.
Okay, well, I'll wake everyone up with...
Troll in the dungeon.
Hold on, I think minor illusion can make big sounds. Yeah, I'll make a scream. Or lion's roar or something.
Unfortunately, Thomas, I think at this point you need to doff your armor.
Alright.
Because you wouldn't have fallen asleep with it on. You can't sleep in medium and heavy armor. You can sleep in light armor. And I do.
Alright, so it's going to be 2 very small trolls end up coming into the room that you're in.
Trolls?
Or not trolls, I meant goblins.
Okay.
Hey, trolls, that's not... That's...
Is Momo awake?
I mean, we're all awake at this point.
Well, who woke us up?
Me. Well,
Ed,
How
Ed just did, yes.
you woke us all up instantly?
well,
Yes.
I'm,
With a
Well,
scream.
a very
Yeah.
loud scream.
Oh, great.
He also alerted the whole level of our presence.
Apparently.
Way to go.
Alright.
You're welcome.
You could have probably picked him off.
Maybe.
Do we want to switch the camera to Casey's thing so we
Yeah,
can see
I
the
am in a
bottleneck
second.
now?
I was just...
Yeah, I'm gonna stop streaming.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I guess this is initiative, but I guess most of us are. I would think we're surprised.
Let me work the screen. I have to go for... Is that one? Okay. Sorry, it took me a second.
Why is it like a secret from me?
Alright.
There it is. I just was really thinking about that. Okay.
Alright, so... yeah, you have 2 goblins and a scouting party that have come into the room.
Do
I'm
they
not
have
gonna-
a sneak attack round or no?
There's not technically a thing in 5e.
Well, I know, but
I'm gonna say no, because he did alert them before they... Like, as they were peering around the corner. And he immediately reacted with the sound, so I'm gonna say it's straight. So go ahead and let's roll for initiative.
7!
Alright.
Tomas is rolling. He got an 11. 7 and 11.
I got 18.
Wow, you are on a roll today. Ba-dunch.
I got
Well,
a.
the thing is, we've
well-
done dexterity and intelligence, and those are my 2 stats.
Question is, can you hit?
No, of course not.
I got a
And then
12.
can you roll good for damage?
No,
I got
that's
it in
why I
there.
roll multiple dice.
Casey, you got that?
I did get that, yes.
Thank you.
Alright.
18, 12, and 7. Or 12, 11, 7.
I'm last, because I screamed. Well, I didn't scream. I made it sound as if a scream.
Right?
He has prestidigitation over my bed.
I used minor illusion.
Oh. You.
Hey, I'm not going
Wait, you and I
last,
can
and
both
have
do
a
minor illusion and have
0.
a 10-foot illusion.
And what?
Okay.
I said you and I could do a minor illusion together and have a 10-foot illusion
True.
for an hour. For 10 minutes?
Alright, so Corvus, you're first.
All
1
right.
minute.
So, like every good fight, I start by
Cutting.
pulling out my hand crossbow and stabbing myself on it.
You don't have to do that every fight.
I don't need to, but I am.
How much damage did you take?
I'm checking.
And the more damage you take, the more damage you do. Is that what it does?
Yes.
Hmm.
So I take 4 points of damage.
Really?
Yep.
Feels like a lot.
I don't want to say that's a good thing or a bad
It
thing.
is. And then I will attack
Both.
one of the goblins.
All right, goblinos, prepare to die. Dun, 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 dun,
12 to
dun,
hit.
dun, 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 dun.
A 12 does not hit.
That's my turn.
Oh, man.
Alright, so then it is Zephyrus.
Oh, I did not expect to get a turn so soon. I wake up, I sit up. So I'm gonna use half my movement to not be prone anymore.
Alright.
Yeah, I would have done that as well.
I'm gonna produce flame,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna actually watch your stream so I know what's going on. So I see these goblins here.
Yeah. Don't you know?
Is this the entrance?
Yeah.
Yes.
The entrance are these two spots.
Oh, just those two spots.
Right. I don't have a wall here because I didn't want to cover up the map.
Right. I don't want to make loud noises. I guess I'm just gonna go with a Eldritch Blast on the blue one in front of me.
Surprised you're not hexing.
Oh, you know what? I have an idea.
You're going to use minor illusion and cast someone saying go back to sleep?
I can't use 2 spells in one turn.
Oh, well.
Sorry.
Never mind. Oh, I gotta do something here. Yeah, I'm gonna do Hex, Eldritch Blast. Hex will be cast at level 2.
Okay.
Not my turn, King.
Everything gets cast at level 2. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
That should hit a
So
goblin.
1d8 and 2d6. Because the hex is going to be 2. No. It's just 1d6. It doesn't increase damage. It increases duration. All right, so 1d10 and no, I can't see a thing. I have to produce flame, not Eldritch Blast, but it's the same attack. It's the same attack. My damage is different. I can't see him without vision.
Well, no,
So
because this is still during Elwyn, so his light still occurs.
Oh, he turned on light.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so I will use Eldritch Blast and Hex, so I can see. 6, 4, and... Do we have a 3 proficiency yet, or is it still 2?
Still 2.
Still 2.
Okay. 6, 4, and 2.
I don't think it goes up till next level.
12.
So 12.
So 12 damage.
12 total if they're not resistant to Force, Necrotic, or Thunder.
It's dead.
That wasn't hard.
Go.
We need to put them down before they announce our presence. If I'm allowed to say that to the party, I'll say that.
I don't know. I think the
Well, there
scream might
kind
have
of
already
was a
done
scream
it.
already.
Yeah, the scream might have done us in as well.
Well, I could have killed them, perhaps both with Thunderwave, but I'm trying to not attract our presence.
All right. So next it is Thomas.
Thunderwave is audible within 300 feet.
Yeah. How loud
And
is
it
that
would
scream,
echo.
by the way, Ed?
Up to a minute.
It wasn't that long.
You could make it instant.
Well, no. How loud? I'm saying.
The volume range can go from a whisper to a scream. I said it was a scream.
All right.
Maximum
loud
volume
is it?
for the cantrip.
Yeah.
I'm going. I'm going to cast command on it.
Okay.
And tell it to grovel.
All right.
Okay.
It needs to make
What's
a
the
wit
save on that one?
13 wisdom.
It's a wisdom. Okay.
Let's do it, Thomas.
Shouldn't be very wise.
All right. It got
Right.
an 11 after rolling a 12, so it did not save.
It is now groveling on the floor.
Can you grovel quieter?
So it's
So
not dead. It's just
Well, he's
groveling.
bowing.
It's bowing. It's like growl. I wouldn't say. I don't know. Would you make it go prone for groveling or no?
Well, I mean, he'd be on his knees.
He'd be on his
I would
knees,
suppose,
so
yeah.
I'm saying
Call
it's.
that prone.
I'll call that
I
prone.
wouldn't
Yeah.
say it's prone.
I mean, if
That
you're
is
on
my
your knees,
turn.
you have to stand up. That would take time, so I would say it's prone.
Okay. So
That is my turn.
next it is Elwyn.
How long does that last?
Oh, it's my turn, huh?
One round.
And you have a groveling goblin, basically in front
Is
of.
the goblin wearing metal?
Ooh.
Oh no.
You
You guys,
don't.
you guys always think of some that I'm asking for a different reason.
Oh yeah, right.
I don't
Shocking
have that
grass.
spell.
He's using shocking grass.
Technically, he has leather armor,
All right, that's fine.
but he does have a shield. So.
I don't know if that counts.
No. If it's
All
shocking grass,
No,
that what
it's
you're using?
specifically if their armor is made of metal.
yeah, he's
All
using
right.
shocking.
No, I'll just give myself advantage and use firebolt.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You're not going to try and intimidate him in becoming our tour guide?
Thought about it.
I figured that would
what
have
was
been
the-
your...
What was the roll to hit?
Well, I rolled 2 4s plus 7, so 11 to hit.
11
Does hitting
misses.
him undo the effects of command?
I don't know. Does 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
I didn't think it would. All right. Well, I will.
It probably does though.
I will go ahead and quicken Mage. And give myself some armor.
Wait a second. Does the creature he spoke to speak common?
I'm sure.
Yes.
Oven.
Okay, cool.
And on its turn,
It triggers wild magic.
All right, go ahead and trigger it.
Trying.
so on its turn, it falls prone. Not right now.
What did I roll?
77.
Thank you. I was opening up the chart. I cast polymorph on myself.
What do you
I
turn
have to
to?
do a save.
Yep.
What kind of save?
It would be your spell save.
It would be your spell save, yeah.
And it would be polymorph, which I believe is wisdom.
Pulling up the spell so I know. Alright. It is a... Why is there so much words? Is it wisdom?
I think
Yes.
so.
All right. Making a wisdom save. Which with my spell
I really
save,
hope you fail.
kind of want to fail too, actually. Just because it's funny. Wow, it's taking. That is definitely a
fail.
fail. All right, I am now a sheep.
You are a sheep with your own concentration up to an hour.
Is it
Wait,
my
so
own
if we
concentration?
hit the sheep, we can snap him out of it?
No.
Usually, wild magic
It
doesn't
says
have
for-
concentration.
Yeah, there's no
It's for the
concentration. It
full
just says
duration.
for the spell's duration. It specifies.
So you're a sheep
Yeah,
for an hour.
Yeah,
And
unless somebody
Yeah.
polymorphs you back, which we don't have access to.
Oh, the sheep.
Or, we could just beat the snot out of him, but that's nowhere near as fun.
I really, really need to learn Counterspell.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're legitimately a sheep for an hour.
all right, I pulled up my new stats.
But the light he cast, wherever he cast it, is not concentration based. It would
Correct.
stay on for the full duration.
All right.
So I missed hitting the sheep with a firebolt. So that was
sheep?
exciting.
The goblin?
Sorry,
The
the goblin, and then turned into a sheep. Meh.
You,
All right.
sir, are less effective than Corvus.
Meh.
Hey, now, I've done damage to myself.
To yourself.
All right.
Meh.
At this point, the goblin goes down in his face and grovels.
And he is now prone, and that is his turn, as the spell reads.
Well, that is its turn. Also, because of the scream, you end up seeing a battalion of goblins start to head that direction.
Oh boy.
This
And
is
I'm
gonna
going
be
to do
fun.
this to make sure you remember where the wall is. I'm going to do that so you can still see, but then this is more the entryway.
Okay. Meh.
But they are all heading up, and yeah, you are now a sheep. I don't know. I don't have a sheep mini.
Is it then my turn?
Yeah.
He's a
He's
cotton
gonna make
ball.
the
No,
goblin
you would go
punch
back
cotton
up to
ball.
Corvus.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he goes first. That's right.
Alright.
Okay. Do the battalion see us?
They do not yet, but they heard something in this direction, and they do see their friend, like, groveling in the doorway.
Do you see
Meh.
them is another question.
Yes, that is another question. Do I see them?
No, because there's the walls in the way. The door is right where the goblin is.
Right, but there
They're
was
not in the
Spider-Man
doorway.
here, so, I mean, this is an opening. So,
It's also
You might see
difficult
the
terrain.
because of a
There's a
dead
corpse
body.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a dead body.
Just throw a single brick on it. Or hex, whatever. That way we know it's difficult terrain.
Alright.
So can I see the guy behind him?
I would say you could see this one, yeah.
How
Okay.
The light
Mm,
cantrip goes 40 feet. That would be the limitation of your vision.
Yeah, you're right. You can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with that, I will ignore the groveling goblin and shoot the goblin I can see that's coming.
Alright.
14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Oh my gosh, what?
I will shoot again because I took a crossbow master.
Nice. Go
I-
ahead.
I have.
Nice.
Nice.
13 misses.
And
that's
what were you
my
gonna
turn.
say?
13 misses too, so that's my turn.
Okay.
Mage armor carries over as a sheep, correct?
Excuse me.
I don't see why it would end.
Did you cast mage armor?
I did. That's what caused all this.
Yeah, actually it would, because when you you can cast Bark Skin as a druid and then Wild Shape, and you keep the AC. So yeah, I
Alright.
guess
Alright.
you could.
I would
But
say yeah.
druids are different than polymorph.
I know.
They also keep their wisdom, intelligence, and charisma, and he is legitimately a sheep and has no idea what's going on. His
But I
intelligence.
would say he's got mage armor.
I personally would also say he has mage armor,
Makes sense.
Yeah,
but he's
he
a
says
dumb sheep.
In all honesty, though, I think it's actually a disadvantage for him to have a high AC, though, because we kind of need him to die and revert back.
yeah, because it says the target's gear melds into the new form, so his wool is like extra mage armor strength wool at this point.
Reinforced.
Reinforced
wool.
wool.
Got some steel wool.
Anybody play Skylanders? This is sheep creep.
Alright, so that's Corvin, it's now Zephyrus.
I didn't notice these guys, but all of a sudden I see Corvus shooting over my shoulder right at something else that's not the guy who's prone. So I'm going to go investigate. I'm going to go around the corner there. 5. Step over the dead body. Actually, I'll probably just step right on him. I see
Rattling a dead goblin.
I don't know how much of this group I see because they're in the darkness and I don't have dark vision. But with the light coming out of the room, I would imagine it's spreading enough
at least
that I
see
can
probably
see.
I would say you could see the first 4.
Okay, if I can see 4 of them, I'm going to get right up in this guy's face.
Okay?
Hold on.
Step.
Hold on, I'm thinking. No, Thunder Wave.
Aw, Thunderstep is
5,
fine.
10,
I'm back
15.
to us.
15-foot cube hits every single one of them. 5, 10, 15. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thunder! Thunder! Thunder Wave! Oh! I have to.
At level
Alright.
2, right?
At second level. So give me a saving throw, please. Constitution.
Alright, each one has to make a constitution saving throw?
Correct.
All of them, right?
Yes.
Alright.
I'm going to start rolling. Because they take
Except for
damage
the grappling
regardless.
one.
Oh, no. No, he'll get hit too.
Oh, okay.
No, the
Which
growling one's
almost
behind you.
It doesn't matter. It's everything within 15 feet of me in a circle.
Oh.
No, it's in front of you.
Yeah,
No,
keep in front of you.
It's
No,
a
it's-
cube.
Thunderwave.
Well, it's a cube. It goes originating from me. 15 feet from me. In all directions.
No, the cube. You are
No,
on
it's
one
a
side of the
cube.
cube.
So it's one side
The
of
cube
it.
is in
yeah.
front of you.
It's 15 feet cube that you can do in any direction, but it has to be a 15-foot cube.
You are on the edge of the cube. If you'd
Yeah,
like,
you're
you
not-
can look at the player handbook. At the very, just before you get, before these spells in the player handbook, I can actually show you if you want.
So it's a cube in front of me.
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
So you'd hit all 6 that are down there.
Well, you're right. I can hit all the guys in front of me then. That's where I would
But
be
the-
aiming.
the
The groveling guy
groveling one-
isn't my problem right now.
Yes. He will be groveling for a little while still.
How long is that for? Command? Is it one action or one turn or how long?
It's his turn. So when it's his turn, he can stand up. and then
Ooh,
do stuff.
not bad.
Alright. So, all of them failed.
All of them?
3d8. Ouch.
My save DC was 15, by the way. They failed that?
Yes.
Okay.
The highest I rolled was a
And-
7.
Wow.
You're
I did
rolling like
roll
me.
one natural 1 on one of those.
18 damage.
Alright.
Yeah, 18 damage, and whether they live or not, they get pushed 10 feet away from me.
And if they didn't hear the scream, they heard the thunder wave.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
an
yes.
explosion that goes down the hallway 300 feet, but in the stone it may echo further.
So all of a sudden, we just hear a loud explosion
It was a boom.
from outside.
I wasn't
Wow.
going to do it when there was only 2 guys, but this was like desperate times, desperate measures.
Did
we
that
need to
one
move.
not die?
That one
So
did
all we
not
see-
die, no.
All we
Okay.
see is little blue man go outside and then
Although we can't technically see that because that's out of the light.
Right.
We hear
Yeah,
it.
but you saw me do a little thing with my staff, and boom.
And
All right. So
very audible explosion.
that means it's Thomas, your turn, and yeah, there's only 2 left right now.
I will walk
one
up
you don't
to
know
the
of.
I would like
I
to
will walk
point
up
out
to the groveling one.
I get 10 experience times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now.
5.
No, I killed the other
That's
one
good.
with my
Killed the
Eldritch
other one, too.
Blast.
Oh, fine.
I will walk up to the groveling goblin and make a melee attack with
All right,
advantage.
go ahead and
because
attack.
He's prone.
You should get advantage because he's prone.
The
You got to move G.I. Joe forward.
right click advantage. Roll. I rolled 2 18.
That hits.
So it's 24.
That hits.
And then I will damage 6.
6 damage.
Terrible damage. 6 damage.
All right, he is still alive.
If you would, Casey, move those corpses 10 feet away from my body.
Just like a pile of dead goblins.
Thank you. They would have been blown back as they died.
Is it the sheep's turn?
Yes,
You're-
it's the sheep's
you're-
turn.
You're gonna... Oh, what is it called?
It is Elwin's turn. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna run forward. I'm gonna headbutt the thing. Groveling.
I don't know that you're intelligent enough to do that. You're a sheep.
You know friend and foe, though.
Yep.
I don't know that you do.
Hey, unarmed strike are always proficient, correct?
You do 1
Huh?
damage.
Advantage. You have advantage because it's prone.
All right. So
Advantage.
17 to hit.
I don't think you're proficient with unarmed strikes unless you've taken Tavern Brawler.
Well, he's using not his unarmed strike. He's using.
Oh,
So-
you know what? My unarmed strike is +1. It's not in -1, so yeah, I guess you are.
He's also using a keep stats.
But Tavern Brawler lets you roll a
Did
d4 for
17 hit?
damage.
17 does hit. Yes.
I do 2 damage.
All right, that
But-
actually does kill it.
My
The
unarmed-
sheep
wow.
gets a kill.
My unarmed strike is legitimately 0 damage.
Rattata used tackle. It was super effective.
I'm just saying, you
the
hurt
sheep-
more as a sheep than I do.
The sheep has
With my
+1
fists.
strength. So
I have -1.
it's 1 plus 1.
That sheep is stronger than I am.
Wow,
sheep's
that is
stronger
just
than I am.
bad.
You will be a beast of burden
All
now.
right. At this point, this one runs away.
Meh.
I would like to try and chase it.
No, we can't see it.
You
I
can't
I
see
don't
it.
know that anyone
Oh,
even knew
oh.
it existed in the first place.
He may have died for all I knew. I can't see him. You can't see him.
Yep. Okay. Well,
Makes
great.
sense.
So,
Thomas might, but Thomas ain't around.
No, I probably would have been able to see it because I'm right behind you. Let's see. What is my range for?
Casey? Did Thomas see him?
I don't think you saw him. Because what's your range for dark vision?
60
I'm
feet.
looking it up.
60 feet. But he might
Yeah,
make a
60.
perception check.
Well, no,
Or you
the-
could
the
just
wall
go off
got
his
moved
passive.
a little. The wall moved back a little. It's supposed to be here.
Oh. Okay,
So
yeah,
don't
I
think
guess
he
you
would have
wouldn't
been
have
able
seen
to
him.
see it. Because you were just around the wall.
I would have been the only one, and I don't have a flame in my hand right now.
Right.
So
So yeah, he took off back running, and
he may or may not be deafened for a little while.
pretty much.
And I wouldn't say he's bleeding, but he's probably bruised
He is very hurting at this point.
for thunder damage.
He's bleeding from his ears.
Internal bleeding, like I smashed his ribcage in so much that they poked into his organs.
All
That,
right.
I would
So
not
you
want to get hit with a thunder wave.
Goblins have ribs. Oh no, it hurt. That would have been half my health.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 5.
At level 1, it was half my health, and now it's not quite.
So yeah, I'm gonna do 400 XP for that fight.
Sorry,
divided-
how much?
400
Four.
XP divided by 4.
So
I killed
100.
all of them but one,
100 each.
So 100 each. Yep.
so I take 160 then.
I mean, the goblins are not strong. They're very weak. But normally there's just a lot of them, but you took out a lot of them much quicker than I was expecting. But also, this was more of just the scouting party, so...
I do take 160 though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me make sure it
And then
went in there.
my kill, I rolled a freaking 2, was stolen by a freaking sheep.
I have 3530. Did that add correctly?
Let me see mine.
Yeah, because I have 3470.
That may have
Alright.
put me in the lead for experience.
Yep, I'm only at 3,500.
Alright, so... that is it for that one.
So that whole fight, I did more damage to myself than I did to enemies.
That's
You didn't
pretty
do
typical.
any damage to enemies.
Yeah, I know. I did 4 to myself though.
I would say that we have alerted our presence here, and especially with the sheep. I think we should pack up our things and move to another place where they may not find us.
Do we want to
Probably
bring
a
sheep
good
with
idea.
us?
Can we loot the bodies?
Yeah, but first,
Sure.
All of the goblins into the room we're staying in.
You're gonna
investigation,
Wait, you're
Why
gonna
are we
pick up
moving
all
them?
the... Yeah, why are you moving them?
so
In
that
case
they
more
aren't
goblins
seen.
come around, they won't see all these dead bodies.
No.
They probably won't leave bloodstains behind because they all died of an explosive sound.
True,
headbutt.
and the one... Well, the only one... Well, no, not the one you would attack with magic either.
Alright, well, give me a quick second while you figure out what you're gonna do, and I'll be back in a second.
That did force, necrotic, and thunder.
So yeah, he wouldn't be bleeding externally, and neither would the one the sheep killed because he got headbutted.
Well, I'm calling Eldritch Blast Wind Blast.
Well,
so...
maybe he might be bleeding a little bit because I did slash him with my sword. But that was right by the door.
Okay,
Semantics.
right. I'm just thinking we can get, the heck out of Dodge, and hopefully...
Be far enough away where they would where we went.
Was
yeah.
that wouldn't even have been long enough for a short rest, right? How long's a short rest?
No.
Because you were the first watch.
You were first watch,
much-
so...
How much time do we have before we need to worry about exhaustion?
That's a Casey question. It doesn't... There aren't rules for that.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much longer the sheep was going to be, but I can pick him up and we can book it.
I would say let's go down
Where
that
we
shaft. Down that shaft that leads southeast.
I agree.
I would also
I-
mention how I am spell spent, and we have a sheep.
I am eyeing hungrily the sheep.
Why don't you wipe your bloody hand on him?
Alright, so you're looking to go southeast?
Hi, Jessalyn.
Yep. And yeah, you do a good point. So I will apply the red hand of Corvus to the sheep.
Yay.
The sheep has been branded.
Now, that just feels like water to you. You're not intelligent enough to know the difference between blood and water. Maybe by smell.
Really?
Maybe by smell. What is your intelligence, though? Is it like -3 or something?
I think it's -4.
Oh!
Gosh.
Somebody put a rope around him and pull him with us.
Yep.
I'm going to pick him up and carry him.
Oh.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
this
you
is a
start
small
heading
creature,
south,
though.
southeast.
Keith, are you going to don your armor at this point?
Yes, I am putting on my armor.
Why
Oh,
don't
yeah,
you
I'll
put on the plate mail?
Oh, I could put on the plate mail.
Question: does dwarven plate mail fit a tiefling?
He didn't say dwarven. He just said plate mail.
Yeah, I know. I'm
It was
just,
actually medium size, so
Any medium-sized creature.
correct.
All right.
Is the sheep medium
Where
sized?
is? No, Andy, we are not putting the full plate armor on.
No,
Well,
he's
no, you
small.
can do the half plate. The half plate would probably fit on the sheep,
He has mage armor on.
but it's
I
half
will-
plate and it's small armor and it would fit on the sheep. All right,
Putting
so
that in my equipment now. So I'm moving around my stuff. I'm putting the plate armor on and moving the chainmail to the bag of holding.
all right, so you start to move down that southeast corridor.
What's your AC now, Keith?
21.
Huh?
Defense.
Because that's just straight up what full plate is. You don't get to add your dex to it.
No. Plate is 18.
Full
Plate plate armor is 18. I have a shield with this +2, and because I'm wearing heavy armor, I get a +1
You get a +1 with heavy armor? Paladin
because
thing?
of defense.
Why?
Fighter stance.
Oh yeah, the fighting stance. Okay.
21 AC.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 15. And our sheep over there, I think, has a 16.
13.
Oh!
I don't.
Ouch.
My dex is
Can I-
lower.
Oh, because
Can
you
I-
don't keep
can
your
I
dex.
pull it-
very heavy.
Can I pull like
Mhm.
a David and break the legs of the sheep and pull and hold over my?
Turn the heat
shoulders.
on.
Why
You wanna
break it?
break the legs of the sheep?
Dude, if you
Doesn't
do
run away.
that, when he turns back, he's gonna have broken No, he won't. That's
No.
not how magic works. I wouldn't know
No,
how
that would
magic
have hurt. I
If
don't
you do
want-
that-
Kill the sheep. We
if you
can
do
kill
that,
the
he
sheep
might-
and cook it if you want.
If you
Andy,
do
you've
that,
turned
he
into
might
Wilson
transform
again.
back.
What's that?
You've turned into Wilson again.
All right.
Okay, go down this
neighbor.
corridor.
You still look like Wilson. You're
so
just
yeah,
ahead.
you're heading down that corridor, and
I kind of do that same.
you kind
We're
of
gonna need a rest as soon as we can get to another room, guys.
Preferably one with a working door.
Yes. Or-
Ideally.
Good luck with that.
Or a very small entrance where I can disguise it.
As a wall.
Doesn't that only last for?
Are
I
those,
can keep casting it,
Yeah,
So
but
it
then
looks
you're
like
not getting
there's-
the benefits of rest.
then I don't get a rest. No.
yeah. There's a hallway to the left or the right, so it's west and east.
Are
Oh,
those?
that's on our level?
I said that looks like it's underneath us.
Yeah, it looks like it's underneath.
I'm not sure at this point. I'm not sure. if I
DM
can
discretion.
tell. I'm
Can
gonna
we just
say
keep going down the corridor then?
You can just keep going down. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll just
and
stick
the
to
sheep's
the main
moving.
corridor.
So Casey, how long before we need to worry about suffering exhaustion?
I would say 48 hours for sure. But since you were looking to rest, probably shortly.
Well, we were looking to rest because it was we were getting close to the 16-hour mark.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You said between 14 and 16 hours, so we're getting tired.
Yeah, just
Wait.
keep going.
I would
On
say
the
on
path.
that one, there's a room. Hold on. To that corner, back a little bit. There's a room to your to the south.
To the right.
Yeah.
Oh, that does look like it's connected.
Maybe this
Yeah.
make a good resting room.
Yeah, send Momo in. Out it. See if there's anything in there.
Is there a doorway or anything?
In this case, I'll say yeah. There is an old door that's
Okay.
still.
Well, we haven't entered it yet, Ed. Stop moving me
I was-
around.
Just making it so we could see the.
I'm going to open the door.
All right. You open the door and you see kind of a dusty room.
It wasn't locked.
It was not locked. No.
Yeah, we always assume it's locked. I mean, this is D&D. The door is locked. But it shouldn't always be, you know. All right, we have a dusty room, but 3 entrances.
Yeah. There's one that you're coming in from the northeast. There is a south entrance and a west entrance.
How far are we from where we just had that fight?
I would say about Maybe I would say you moved about 1,000 feet.
Yeah, Ed, I didn't put the scale of the map in here.
Hmm.
That would make my character absolutely tiny, so I didn't.
Fair.
Yeah, I would
Probably.
say about
Actually,
1,000
there
feet.
is a way to scale a map, but I'm not going to do it right now.
I think you can change.
You can change the scale of what a square is, but I haven't.
Right.
Yes, you can. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I would say about
You've
1,000
gone a-
feet.
That's fine. We can rest here.
You're still a sheep.
Meh.
All right, we're going to rest here without Elwyn. Who takes first watch?
Meh.
I can.
How do you see?
Are there doors in all the ways?
That's longer than
I
had
would
been.
say the
An hour.
way to the south is not a door.
Question. Were the goblins carrying any sort of light source with them?
We did loot them, by the way.
Oh,
Goblins have dark vision.
That's my question. I don't know that. But if they weren't carrying a light source, I will think that they have dark vision, and we should not rest without light.
yeah, I would say the scouting party didn't, but the big group, or no, I would say none of them had. They all just had dark vision. So
Okay.
Meh.
So, with that in mind, my character would say, we should not rest unless we have someone who is keeping watch who can see.
I can see in the dark.
Okay,
Meh.
or we need light. Corvus-san, if you take watch, how can you see?
Not very well. I would be relying upon my other senses.
Does anyone have a torch?
Yes, I have torches.
May I have one of those?
See, the issue with the torch is even though it doesn't, dark vision, they don't necessarily need us. They don't need light to see, but if we have a torch, they will see that there is light in the room.
Yeah.
So
Do you want to keep watch blind?
That would be my
That would be
preference.
safer.
Just
Unless
listening?
you want to. Unless we
Okay.
make the light on the outside of the room, and
Oh.
you can look at that and know something
That-
is coming by shadows.
I'm going to
That
hand you the
helps.
torch.
The issue, though, is that they will see the light and then know something is around us.
I am going to hand you the torch, unlit, and tell you to light it if you need to, and I'm going to bed.
all right, so
Do you have a way to light the torch?
I don't.
I've got
Well, I mean-
matches, yeah.
I do.
I've got a tinder
Well, I mean,
box.
I have a tinder. Yeah, I have a tinder box as well.
Okay, so with that, I think we'll call it there for tonight.
Did I give you? Should I remove a torch from my inventory then, or do you have torches yourself, Andy?
I took it from you and gave it to him. Take one out of your inventory.
Are we finishing this rest before, or am I starting next session as a sheep?
The 1 hour is all you need.
Right.
So
at this
before
point, I would
Thomas
say-
before
let's say
Corvus's watch is over,
Yeah. I would say about 15 minutes into Corvus's watch, you turn back into your normal self.
What did you guys do with me as a sheep to get me to not wander?
Thomas was carrying you.
I held you the whole way here.
Yes, but now that we're in a room, what'd you do with me?
For 15 minutes. What did we do with him for 15 minutes?
I tied him to my leg.
You take out your rope and do that. You have rope, don't you?
Yes, I do. I took out my rope and tied him to my body so he couldn't wander very far.
So you tied his neck?
Yeah, I tied it around his neck and tied the rope around my body.
I'm laying down, haven't fallen asleep yet. I see him transform back into a human and I start laughing.
I take one of my 10 daggers out and cut this rope off my neck.
Just untie it, dude. Don't break my rope.
Don't tie ropes around my neck.
Don't turn yourself into a sheep.
No
It
problem.
was good
On that
while it
one.
lasted.
Thomas has point. It is not his fault. We had to make precautionary measures. We did not know how long this would last. We thought we might have to seek your master to turn you back into yourself.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, we could have gotten hungry later on too. So I mean,
See, I was very much thinking we could have had a nice feast.
wait, where exactly is your bloody handprint now on Elwyn?
It would
Well,
have
it might go
disappeared.
away.
It wouldn't be
but
there anymore.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was on the sheep.
Not how magic works.
True.
All right,
so,
gentlemen. Go ahead, Casey.
All right, so with this one, I'm gonna say who did first watch? Corvus.
Me.
Corvus.
All right.
Yes.
So yeah, first watch goes by swimmingly. You
Wonderful, because I had disadvantage.
And then who's taking second?
I mean, I would take second.
Whoever Corvus wakes up.
All right. So you listen and you're starting to hear like rustles coming like through the hallway, and you can hear people like outside your room. But no one, like, they try the door and you like, what do you do once you hear that people are outside?
This is where we came, the direction we came from, yes?
Yeah.
I will grab my sword and shield and be ready, standing quietly, in case someone tries to open the door.
All right. Now, did anyone try to lock the door?
Was there a lock?
There was
I
the
was a
ability to
sheep.
lock it. Yes.
I would assume yes, but I was a sheep.
I'd like to think so, but we didn't specifically ask.
You
so
didn't
say.
it's up to
So-
you.
So in this case, let's do it this way. We'll roll the dice to see.
That's a good way.
Evens, you locked it. Odds, you didn't.
It's 50-50 chance.
So odds, you
Never
didn't
tell
lock
me
it.
the odds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
So at this point, when someone tries the door for the first time on Keith's watch, they then open the door. There is no light, so
Correct.
I'm gonna have them make a perception check.
If they have dark vision, I mean, perception anyway, but they can just see grayscale.
Laying
Okay.
down.
They apparently did not notice people and just kept moving.
I mean, would I see goblins, like, opening the door? I can
Yes,
see
you would have
grayscale.
heard them try to like open the door, look in real quick, not notice anybody, and run back out.
Question: did we just
my
avoid a
best?
battle?
13.
Potentially.
Inadvertently.
Don't we get experience for battles that we have avoided?
No, not this one. In this case.
All right, fine,
Only if we do something special. We didn't really do anything.
fair.
Yeah, we didn't lock the door. That would have been a precautionary battle avoidance.
All right. So Thomas, what do you do at this point after they have left, and you saw them open the door and not see you?
Did they leave the door open or closed?
They left it open.
They actually could have seen him and just left anyway. Go get their friends.
I wait a couple moments to make sure that there aren't any straggling goblins, and I will quietly go over to the door, close it, and lock it.
All right.
And if there's any, like, rubble in the room, kind of barricade the door as well.
All right. Go ahead and do a strength check for picking up a large piece of rock.
Just a
Do it
strength check.
quietly.
Yes.
Or strength. +4. 19.
All right. You move a pretty nice sized boulder to in front of the door to barricade it. And then who's third watch?
I will wake up.
We're in order right now for me to be woken up, but the sheep isn't a sheep anymore.
I will wake up Zephyrus because I don't trust Elwyn anymore with making light when we're trying to be sneaky.
Yeah. Also, if he could try to like stop the goblins from attacking us, he could easily turn himself into a sheep. So
That too.
or potted plant.
So I will go over to
True.
Zephyrus and wake him up and say, "Hey, it's your turn to watch." I did lock the
Thank you,
door
Thomas.
and placed a big boulder in front of it, so in case they try to open it, it will be harder for them to open.
Thank you, Thomas. Then I will wait for morning to wake Elwyn. No idea what time it is.
Could have taken a feat.
Could have taken a feet.
Oh yeah, we.
I like my
What?
feet better.
There's a
Alright.
feat.
So at this point, yeah, your watch happens with. I mean, you still hear some footsteps off in the distance, but not very many. And it becomes next watch.
I'll wake Elwyn up.
Had a bad dream. That was a sheep. What's up?
He muted himself.
Sorry,
Wow.
what's happening?
I had a bad dream that turned into a sheep.
Oh, your dream was a bad dream for all of us.
Not again.
You were a sheep for about an hour. We protect you, though. It's okay. We're not far from where we were. Don't worry about orientation. This door here with the boulder is locked, I guess. We're trying to keep them from following us here.
Okay.
These other entrances here, keep an eye on them.
And no
Sounds
light.
good.
Even I can't say anything.
And I'll lay down for the last 2 hours of my nap.
I'll pick up a pebble. I'm gonna light it up.
Alright, so you light up a pebble.
Yep.
Alright. And I think we'll pick up with this next time. I'll stop it right there.
Does the long rest succeed?
The
We
long rest
reset
does
things.
succeed, yes.
All I needed was a short rest to get my spell slots back.
Yeah, I'm
good to
back
go.
full health.
I did want to sleep so I don't get exhaustion, but all I really needed was the short rest.
But so at this
Got all my
point,
slots back.
thanks for joining. We do this every other Thursday, trying to do have.
I do
different-
get my spell slot back.
We'll be back on the 3rd of February.
It's weird. It's
February.
It's already going to be February next time. Wow.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
But if you want to check out this and our other episodes, we have a YouTube as well as on this Twitch channel. So please give us a follow or a subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.